Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Elizabeth DeRoba. Potential human remains were found in Hazel Township Wednesday morning in a wooded area near Hazel Township Boulevard. State police say the findings are being investigated as skeletal remains. The Luzerne County coroner was also at the scene, along with the Troop N Major Case Team, the Troop N Forensic Services Unit, and the Troop N Collision Analysis Reconstruction Specialist Unit. The investigation is still ongoing and details are limited at this time. Stay tuned on WYLN News for updates on this developing story. Prosecutors are investigating additional evidence from social media for the upcoming trial of 2 teens charged with murder in Hazel Township. 19-year-old Raymer Gonzalez of Hazelton and 19-year-old Ishmael Valdez Batista of Monnoy City are scheduled to stand trial in September. According to police, the charges stem from the death of 18-year-old Rolando Cepeda Jr., who was murdered on April 14, 2023, at the Performance Auto Repair Shop in Hazel Township. During a hearing on Tuesday, Gonzalez's attorney, William Stevens Jr., challenged the authenticity of some of the prosecution's evidence, including messages and videos linked to social media accounts. However, officials say Gonzalez was found with a notebook bearing the names on the social media accounts and a crude drawing of the victim. Luzerne County Judge David Lupas has not yet ruled on whether the evidence can be properly authenticated and presented to a jury. Gonzalez and Valdez Batista remain behind bars at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility. Emergency crews responded to a motor vehicle crash between a tractor-trailer and a car in Wright Township on Tuesday. Officials say the incident occurred at the intersection of Crestwood Drive and Elmwood Avenue. Injuries were reported at the scene, and multiple patients were transported to a nearby hospital for treatment. The extent of their injuries is unknown at this time. Coming up on WYLN News, local leaders receive an update regarding renovations to the Hazelton YMCA. Plus, the Hazelton City Police Department invites the public to their National Night Out. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
WYLN News is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazelton. Your health deserves a partner.
Hi, my name is Melania. Tomorrow is going to be cloudy.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome back to WYLN News. 2 individuals are wanted in Hazleton after stealing from a smoke shop. According to police, the 2 males shown on screen were seen entering the Grant Smoke Shop on West Mine Street in Hazleton on Sunday, July 14th. While in the store, police say the suspects stole a large number of vapes. Anyone with information regarding the identity of the suspects is asked to contact Hazleton City Police at 570-459-4940, extension 220. Local leaders visited the Hazleton YMCA on Tuesday to receive an update on the building's renovation project. The renovation project was made possible by more than $700,000 in state funding, as well as private donations and local investments through the Neighborhood Assistance Program. The first phase of the project is slated for completion in November of 2024 and includes plans to upgrade classrooms and expand capacity. Officials say the goal is to serve up to 150 students with preschool and after-school activities. The Hazleton City Police Department will be hosting a National Night Out event on Tuesday, August 6th. During the event, the public will have the opportunity to meet local police officers, firefighters, and EMS personnel. The event will also feature food, games, music, giveaways, and Touch a Truck. Officials say the event will feature several new vendors this year and will also welcome the Stewart Tank from Berwick. The National Night Out will run from 5 o'clock p.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. at the Hazleton Police Station, located at 780 North Church Street in Hazleton. Coming up on Berwick's News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Catawissa Part 3. Plus, we visit LVHN EMS on this week's Wellness Wednesday. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
The Cernak Family Farm is located on the Quakeegg Road in Weatherly and is open daily from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. The Cernak family has been in business for over 100 years, over a century of serving the community. At their farm market, you will find fresh-picked vegetables and fruits, cabbage, corn, peppers, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, all of your fresh farm favorites. And they now offer freshly wrapped bouquets, the perfect way to brighten your day. So stop by the Cernak Family Farm today, located on the Quakeegg Road in Weatherly. Fresh from the Farm is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner. WYLN and Lehigh Valley Health Network will be showcasing an inside look at local farmers, the nutritional benefits of farm-to-table living, all summer long and into the fall, fresh from the farm. See what great fresh food you can pick up every Wednesday on WYLN TV 35. Fresh from the Farm brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, Your health deserves a partner. If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cheers Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Cheers is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business.
Hi everybody. This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, I'm going to talk all about car accidents and car insurance. How car insurance covers chiropractic care, so stay tuned. This time of year with the holidays, everybody's traveling. Tune into the show.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@wylntv.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network. A Path Through History is sponsored by the Old Jail Museum, 128 West Broad Street in Jim Thorpe. Call 570-325-5259 or visit them online at theoldjailmuseum.com.
In 1883, Catawas's St. Matthew's Church hired the Reverend Urian Myers from a parish in Turbotville to be its pastor. 4 years into his term, Reverend Myers decided he needed a horse to assist in his mission to the community. He would subsequently purchase one named Clover from his cousin Edwin Walker of Philadelphia. Clover was rumored to have been a successful racehorse in his younger days. Regardless of his exact past, he would serve as the Reverend's faithful ministry horse for over 30 years until Reverend Myers' retirement in 1919. At the time, he and his wife were hard-pressed for funds, and thus several of his friends, aware that Clover, at a presumed 51 years old, might well be the oldest horse to have ever lived, pressed him to tell their story to the press. He did, and immediately funds for his and Clover's well-being started flowing in. Notable checks came from First Lady Florence Harding, who donated over $100, over $1,700 in today's money, for Clover, as well as Great Britain's King George V and Belgium's Queen Elizabeth. Skeptics expressed doubt that Clover's age was accurate, knowing that 51 years was roughly twice a normal horse's lifespan, although veterinarians who examined Clover agreed that he was of an advanced age. Beginning in 1922, Reverend Myers took Clover on the road, displaying him at exhibitions and special events, including one at Madison Square Garden. Clover would travel in a special railroad car for these special events. Reverend Myers would, though, turn down a $10,000 offer from the Barnum and Bailey Circus, concerned the stress of circus life could be more than his horse could handle in his old age. Clover died on April 27, 1924, at a presumed age of 53. His body would be taken to the American Museum of Natural History for research. Reverend Urian Myers died in 1932. Trolleys became almost ubiquitous in the United States at the turn of the 20th century, and Catawissa was no exception. The Columbia-Montour Electric Railway began service to the town in 1899, created from the merger of two earlier proposed trolley companies. The line's tracks ran through Catawissa as part of a route through Berwick, Bloomsburg, and Danville. It would be renamed the North Shore Electric Railway in 1913 and operate until 1926, when it would be replaced by bus lines. The winter of 1904 was especially harsh in the Susquehanna Valley. The river froze almost completely solid, leaving massive ice chunks nearly 18 feet high. 3 times between January 27th and March 9th, the river flooded when temperatures warmed up. The first 2 floods caused property loss and froze fields in ice. Curious spectators came to Catawissa by train to see the damage, so many that at times local hotels ran out of food, and vendors sold ice-scourged sandwiches. On March 9th, however, the worst flooding began, triggered by a warm-up coupled with heavy rain. Catawissa was heavily flooded, and the Catawissa River Bridge over the Susquehanna was washed away, as would all but one other bridge along the river in Columbia County. Water several feet deep inundated Catawissa, and massive ice floes lay in fields afterwards. It would be days before the trains and trolleys started running again. Ice flows remained into the river until July of that year. It would in fact be several years until the Catawissa River Bridge would be rebuilt, and so during that time, the Mary Ann ferry boat would ply the river to take people across to the opposite shores.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Attention, WYLN viewers. WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network. SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialist, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Hi, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm Lisa Marie, and I am on site with our Lehigh Valley Health Network EMS team. And we really want to share with you some great news. I'm here with Mike Probilla, who's the manager of our EMS team. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
So I just understood that we now are the primary provider for our ALS and BLS in West Hazleton.
That's correct.
So tell us a little bit, what does ALS mean and BLS? I know that's your terms, but most of us don't know.
Yeah, so ALS service is a higher level service. It's advanced life support services. So our paramedics are our advanced life support services providers. They're able to do cardiac monitoring, certain medicinal care that our BLS providers are unable to do. Basically, they bring the hospital to you. BLS, on the other hand, is a basic life support service. However, all of our care starts at BLS level. Basic oxygen therapy, basic vital sign monitoring, so blood pressure, pulse ox, heart rate, and your basic wound care, that type of stuff. Our BLS providers are complemented by our paramedics, and if there's a need for that advanced care, we provide an EMT and a paramedic on each ambulance. So you're provided the most basic level of service all the way to the most advanced levels.
And that, of course, would depend on when someone calls 911, what they said the situation is, you would accordingly do that. So, we're also here to talk about a membership that you have, that you've always had, but some of you may or may not have gotten something in the mail already. But let's talk about the value to people about having that membership with us.
Yeah, there's a lot of value in it, Lisa. Honestly, there's healthcare, as we all know, is a super expensive form of service at this point. Even ambulance services, which used to be a pretty low cost type of deal when you called 911, now has become super expensive. And insurance carriers, although they're a great thing to have, they don't always pay the bill fully. So with our membership, for a small amount, depending on age, there's senior membership for as low as $55 for a family membership. And then regular family membership without any senior members is a $70 membership for a whole year. And what that provides to you is, if you call 911 and we provide transport to the hospital, evaluation, and you don't go to the hospital, something as simple as a lift assist from the floor because you're unable to get up, and your insurance company doesn't pay for that, normally we would have to bill you for the outstanding balance. With that small fee on that membership, now we no longer bill you for that outstanding balance.
So that's like insurance, if you will.
Absolutely.
That really is. It's kind of like, and I don't want to say the word, but that duck that goes, So that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were mentioning, you have a family membership, one household, the whole 9 yards, one person, senior membership. What doesn't it cover? Is there certain things that it doesn't cover?
Yeah, unfortunately, it does not cover all services that we provide. So it would not cover non-emergent transports. So what we would consider a return from a hospital to a residence, somebody who needs services back to that. Services from hospital to hospital, hospital to nursing home, that type of stuff. So it does not cover those. Really, that's probably the only thing. Now, there is an allotment of how many times that we will provide this with the membership. So the max amount is 3 per year. So that counts as any time that you call 911 and we provide a service. So if you're transported to the hospital, that's one service. A lift assist could be a second service. And then if we treat you on the scene and you say, hey, I don't want to go to the hospital, I'm happy with the care I received, and you don't go, that would be a third service. So you're allotted 3 calls per year.
Oh, okay. So that's value right there, of course. So the other question, I think, you tell me if people ask this, but, what do I do? Say I do have an emergency, I go to the hospital, and now I get a bill from you or anyone. Like, what do we do there?
Yeah, so the membership that you received in the mail does have contact information on it. That will direct you right to our membership hotline, or direct you to our billing colleagues down in Allentown that would be able to answer any of those questions. If you're not sure and you can't find the phone number, feel free to stop down to our building, 119 East Holly Street in Hazleton, and we'll be more than happy to answer any of the questions that you have to the best of our ability, or at least get you to somebody who can answer those questions. But most of the information that you need is covered within that mailing that you get. And I would encourage anybody who did not get a mailing, feel free to call our hotline as well, or come down to the building, and we'll get you a mailing.
Oh, okay. So that's the way for you to get that. Okay. So I was going to ask you that. Thank you. So is there anything else that you feel our viewers should know about our services, and once again, the importance of that membership that we might not have covered yet?
Yeah, the biggest thing that I would probably say about our services is just, we understand that it's a time of need when you're calling 911 and it's an emergency for you. Please be patient with our providers. They're doing the best they can to get from call to call. We average anywhere between 10 to 25, even 30 calls in 24 hours with a small amount of services available. So I would just encourage everybody to be patient. Our providers are coming to you, and they're going to provide the best care they can to you.
Awesome. Well, Mike, thank you so much for giving us this good information, and thank you for watching Wellness Wednesday.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.